critique the master. And it's also kind of a pleasure, so I get to point out so many of the things that you've done right. So I'm going to get out of my comfort zone and try to use vocal variety as I critique you. So first of all, what you did right. As you'll notice, Jon is a master of the basics. He uses hand gestures. He, at times, is behind the podium. At times, gets out in front of the podium. He has an ease at the front of the room that just puts you at ease. Good use of notes. He looks down at his notes, and then he looks up and speaks. He doesn't speak to his notes. So all the little basic things that people have trouble with in the beginning, Jon is an absolute master at. And it comes from practice, 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 right? So, loving that. The content, perfect. It's a topic that I struggle with. It's a topic that all beginning speakers struggle with, normally because of nervousness, right? We talk too fast because we're nervous. We talk in a monotone because we're so focused on our content that we don't even think about changing our vocal variety or anything. So it's really great demonstrations, great involvement of the audience, because the whole topic was about how to keep our attention, right? How to use vocal variety to keep our attention, which Jon stated right at the beginning, which again was good. But in order to use the vocal, where I lost myself there. In order to keep our interest, he involved everybody. And he involved us by not only getting us speaking, but by getting us to stand up and speak and get out of our comfort zones. So perfect in that regard. Again, another perfect element of keeping the audience's attention is by literally getting them involved in what you're talking about. Making them do stuff that they don't want to do, getting them out of their box. So that was perfect. If I could critique you a little bit, I would say I would have you talk a little bit more about the idea of getting out of the box and why changing your vocal variety can be so difficult. Because we get into our box, we don't want to stretch. It feels so exaggerated when we're doing it. And I might encourage people to be at home and practice in front of a recorder or practice in front of a mirror, just so we can get used to that thing that feels so exaggerated when you're doing it at first, and then the more you do it, the less exaggerated it feels, and it starts to feel normal. But basically, I thought you did a terrific job. You informed us. You kept our attention the whole time. It was great material. Great demonstration of the master.